Hey guys, welcome to Mini Make Monday. So this is a new little idea that I had where I just come on here and show you like a quick tip. Today, I'm gonna show you how to apply nail adhesive, nail transfer foil. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna also try a few other ways of applying it to see if they work. So on this first one, I'm gonna put Mod Podge on that one. And then on the second one, I'm gonna fill with the transfer glue. That's the glue that it basically creates like a tackiness that this will stick to. And then the third item, or the third way, will be to do it with Mod Podge to see if that will work. I've never tried it, but someone on Facebook asked me if it would work and I wasn't sure. I think maybe if it's sticky enough, we could probably get it to work, because that's what this needs. It needs something sticky to like adhere to. So this first one, like I said, we're gonna do this one with Mod Podge. I can't remember which one I said was which, but I'm gonna do Mod Podge, I'm gonna do standard nail glue, and then on this one I'm going to do to see if maybe like I can get the resin to just be under cured and see if that will work. So to start with, I'm going to do this first, and I don't plan to do a whole lot of editing with this video, so keep that in mind. This is just like a quick hit, but I'm going to apply the transfer glue. This is maybe the absolute worst brush I've ever seen. It's so funny. This kit that I bought came with 2 brushes. This one looks wild, and then the other one in the other bottle looks perfectly fine. So it's so bizarre. It's making it kind of difficult to put the glue where I want it to go. Now I'm gonna try and keep this very thin so that my transfer foil doesn't warp. And I'll probably have to clean up that edge right there, but I'm gonna give this a chance to dry. And while that's drying, I'm gonna move on and put some Mod Podge in this one. I found the Mod Podge. I'm gonna just put like the smallest dot on it, maybe. Seems really thick. I don't remember Mod Podge looking like that. Let's see. Okay, and then just for the sake of it not being an absolute nightmare, I'm gonna just kind of like Mod Podge is fairly non-toxic. Oh gosh, that looks terrible. Mod Podge is fairly non-toxic, but if you have very sensitive skin, you do want to make sure that you're being careful. Now, just to see if it'll work, I also have some like regular craft glue, like good old school glue. I'm gonna try that too. Okay, so here's the regular glue. I'm just gonna smear that around. And again, I'm waiting for them to kind of be dry, but not like completely dry. Or dry but tacky is what I'm going for. Again, I have absolutely no idea if these two are gonna work, so we're gonna find that out. Now, the last one I'm gonna fill is this guy. So I already have one layer, but I need another to kind of like par cure. So I'm gonna like under cure this. So I think I will probably cure it for about, I don't know, like 30 seconds, maybe 45 seconds, because I don't want it to get too cured or this is definitely not gonna stick. So while I'm waiting for these others, I'll go ahead and cure that for just a couple of seconds. And yeah. Okay, so I cured this. Don't do this at home, but I'm just gonna touch it to see if it's still sticky. It's a little sticky still, or a little tacky. Ah! Some of my transfer already came off on my tape. So I'm gonna cut just a little square of it so I don't waste too much. I'm probably gonna go through that whole piece, but so I'm gonna set that down. Yeah, no, this isn't working at all. So this is a no-go. So you are pretty much gonna have to use some sort of adhesive. Okay, so just on the resin, it's not working for UV resin. It may work for epoxy resin. Maybe Daniel Cooper might have a video or something on that. This one is now clear, so it's dry. So I'm gonna use what's left of this to stick to this. So this is the nail foil glue. So this is like the stuff that is meant to. And the trick is you wanna make sure that you rub as much as possible all over, because if you don't get that burnishing done all the way around, then you may leave yourself with spots that don't have any, that just don't have any of the foil left. So, okay. All right, I'm gonna pull that away. And see, I left behind some. This is a lot easier when you don't have a whole bunch of tape that you're dealing with. Okay, so up close, you can see the patterns in the glue, which, ew, I hate that. Yeah, a lot of times I just use this for accent, so that's a little weird. But it did work like it was supposed to. Let me try to see if I can cover these other spots here. Good enough. Okay. Okay, so that one worked. Obviously, of course it did. It's so hard to see in this light, but it actually looks really cool. Okay, so I'm gonna set that aside. I'm still working on these two drying, but I'm gonna peel this one off. Okay, and so, like I said, it looks really kind of cool. Yeah, I like it. This is what I would do with something like this. While I'm still waiting for that to dry, I'll show you kind of like what I would do with something like this. First step, I need to seal it in. So I'm gonna do just a bit of resin on top. Okay, so I've got it cured now. I swear, it looks way cooler when you're not looking at it in this weird light. I wish that you could see it better. But I'm gonna show you kind of like what I would normally do with something like this. So if I'm not happy with like the way the face of something turned out, but I do kind of like the pattern, this is what I do. Okay, I have a piece of tape. I'm gonna tear it off. And then I'm going to tear it in half. Maybe if I can get it started. I'm gonna tear it in half, and I want it to kind of have like a bit of a jagged edge on it, like this. Okay, so that's gonna go on one side. And then the other one will go on the other side. And basically what I'm doing is I'm just masking where I don't want color to go. Then hopefully this isn't dead. I'm gonna just take a marker, and this is like an acrylic paint marker, and I'm gonna color in whatever is still exposed, like that. And I can come back and take it off of the metal later, but I'm just gonna cover it like that. Let this dry for a little bit. Okay, so for the most part it's dry. Now I'm gonna peel this away. And then I'm going to connect the two edges like this. Just kind of give it a bit of connection here. And then on this side, I might like bring it like that. Like that. I might want to exaggerate some of that a bit more. And then now I have almost like a gem that you would pull out of the earth. So let's wait until it's dry, and then I'll take a photo of it in my light box so you can see what that looks like. Okay, so these two are getting close to being done. Let me just kind of lessen how much glue is right there. And then over here, this is dry and a little bit sticky, so that one might work. I'm gonna take them off of this because I don't want it sticking to my paint. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so what side is the wet side here? This side. And everything is falling. Okay, so what side? This side. Like that. And we really want to make sure that we're rubbing it very well. And then we'll peel it off. And some of it's stuck. Some of it's stuck. Maybe I let it go too long. This is the glue. So this is the Elmer's glue, or like the school glue. On the back here, I have some tape residue. I wonder. That worked better. So like literally the tape worked better than my like PVC glue. So it is sticking. Okay. And then this one is the Mod Podge. See that? Like this. I'll lay it down so I can really burnish it. And if you have like a silicone like cuticle pusher or something, that would really help this. So I'm just gonna really get in there and scrub it. It worked a little bit. I think this method could work if you follow two rules. First, make sure that you put enough Mod Podge on, but you don't put too much. You want it to all cure at the same time, or like you want it to all dry at the same time. That way you get an even coating. You also, I would recommend make your brush strokes a little bit more even. But actually I kind of love how it looks. Okay, the only thing I don't like is the fact that the Mod Podge is still white. I don't know why it didn't dry clear. Don't like that. Okay, so I'm gonna do the same thing with these. And this time I'm just gonna freehand it. Let's see. Let's go like this. And then this one has kind of a big gap in the middle. So I'm gonna go like this and outline that big gap. And maybe some up here until I can connect it. Okay, that should be fine. Okay, I'm gonna let these dry. Then I'm going to top coat them and then I'll take some photos. Okay, just to show it one more time. So this was just plain resin that I tried to see if I could under cure to get it to stick. It didn't work. And that could just be the nail transfers I have. But I'm gonna, again, see if I can get it to work on the back of this that's sticky from this tape. This is like resin tape. And I'm just gonna see if, is it still sticky? A little bit. Okay, let's see if it'll work on this. If it does, then that might be a solution. It's just like to do that instead of fussing with glue. So I'm gonna put that down. Whoops. Put that down. And then I'm gonna use this little paper towel. And I'm just doing this so it's easier to slide on. Okay, I'm gonna peel it. Well, it stuck to a few spots. So yeah, that didn't really work either. I think, okay, so the best bet so far was obviously the nail glue, but also using the Mod Podge. The Mod Podge actually did work. It just didn't cure clearly, which was very strange. So, but now I have these super cute little capuchons that I can use for something. And here's the end result. Not perfect, but I actually think this would be kind of cool. I might turn it into a bracelet, and if I do, I'll definitely post it. But yeah, so nail transfer foils, they're a lot of fun. There's tons of different things you can do with them. Obviously, it takes some practice to make them work right. Definitely don't try to go too ambitious or too big. They're great for accents. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this mini Make Monday. I don't know how often these videos will come out. I'm gonna strive for every week, but we'll see. And if you are interested in seeing more things like this, let me know what you want me to explore next down in the comments below. I'll see you again on Wednesday for Wednesday Eye, so make sure that you come back then, and as always, stay rad.